need to make a video reading the article from the, I think it's called the Oakdee newsletter or something like that. It's in Indiana. I wish I would remember the name of the newspaper, but I'll read it. I'll do a video like today about that and some other things. Maybe not do some readings today. What I wanted to say though is that I noticed since I haven't been doing videos, since I haven't been doing videos of vehicular stalking, since I haven't had the videos getting everybody on vehicular stalking, during that time period, about a day went by, and then further on, I haven't had any police officers or sheriffs or first responders that I've seen stalking me. I've just seen one light cars and trailers. So I guess that filming stuff, if you have a bunch of patrollers around you and they are reporting that you're filming anything, I guess that gets the first responders and the police and everything to start patrolling you too. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to see, because right now, I'm just doing a video. It could look like I'm talking on the phone right now, so I don't think anybody could report that I'm making a video about anything. So we'll see. I might go through the weekend and a couple of the first days of the week not getting vehicular stalking on tape, and then start it up again and kind of see, because I think the DHS Fusion Centers do work on a more, I used to think it was like my main organizer, really working closely with them and disseminating information, but I think it's a little bit more complicated than that. I think he does disseminate information to a handler that's connected with them, but it has to be certain specific information. Like, they may actually surveil me making videos of the vehicular stalking, then they can get police and stuff on me. But there haven't been. I guess I'm just making that observation. Since I haven't been getting vehicular stalking on tape, I haven't seen any police, maybe like one or two, but it's really toned down. So that might be a correlation. That's just a theory. Right now I'm having a lot of trouble thinking. I don't feel funny at all, guys, so we might get some jokes. I don't know. It's pretty bad, and they didn't. It's just like every time, and this discredits us target individuals, because like they were surveilling me, and they saw that my face was drooping, and I guess they can see what's going on with remote neural monitoring, and like my arms started to curl up. And then from the V2K, I heard, "Look, he's retarded." Yeah, we got him. And it's like, it was totally just cruelty. It was no concern like, "Oh, let's take a look, we're hurting him really bad," or anything like that. And then I think I was so messed up that I started imagining like EMS workers coming to help me, or my parents. And then I had this thought, like, no one's coming. Like, no one. So scary. I just wanted to talk about it because it was very traumatic. And it's almost like they're not hitting me the hardest they've hit me in my stalking. But the problem is that I've been going through it so long, and it's every day, and it's the remote neural monitoring beefed up, the V2K all the time. And my nervous system is always reacting to it, so my body's wearing down. So it's like, even if they're not hitting me real hard, it's like my body's starting to have reactions that it's just like 7 years of this, my body's starting to have reactions where it's just like they don't even have to be, really, really hitting me that hard in the head. My nerves are frayed, my muscles are kind of, weakened and from the microwaves, and my brain is just constantly having images shoved in it. So it's weakened my body, my nervous system. You just got to keep on bouncing back. I got up and I just started moving that arm, and it hurt. But then now it's moving fine. There's a little bit of pain in it. they actually started shooting it. Like I felt warm heat over the soft tissue, like right below my wrist. So they started actually hitting it with a beam when I got up, and it was just sitting there like on my lap. That's unbelievable cruelty. I don't know what this, like, I don't know how to explain it anymore, because, like, I say Satanism, then the guy on V2K, he's like, hey, this guy thinks we're Satanists, and then he does such horrible things that I can't even imagine still using that, like, he thinks we're Satanists, so we're gonna, like, and I mean, he says it on the V2K now, he's like, we're gonna fuck this guy's head up, we're gonna kill him. I mean, he'll just say that straight out when they got me in a weakened state. It's so vicious. It brings me back to and this is not a fun video, guys. I'm sorry. It's coming up to 30 minutes, so I'll end it quick. I'll end this video quick, because I've been affected by that attack yesterday, and I'm trying to just build back up. I will, so don't worry about that. But it's not this is a very depressing video. But it brought me back to this girl who all of her videos were taken down, Sky Matreyu, and she only has one last video that they didn't take down. And that worries me, because the last video was she had her head shaved and she was in a mental place, and she was talking about how she thought that it was aliens talking in her head, and the thing is, we know it's technology. It's they're experimenting with these directed energy weapons, but she didn't. She had a spiritual mindset that she thought that it may have been higher beings or something like that. And she mentioned something, and this made me know that she may have had mental disorders, but she was also being hit by the V2K and the technology. That the people who were speaking to her in her head said she needed to know what it felt like to die. She needed to experience that feeling of knowing what it's like to die. And that, and I said, God, this is a horribly depressing video. I'm sorry, guys. It's kind of the way I feel right now. But that kind of cruelty, these are people who, it's like a video game, because it's separated with the directed energy weapons and surveillance, so they've already got sociopathic tendencies. Then it's like a video game, and then it's like there's something else mixed into their philosophies. And somebody who would say that to a girl who they had tortured, and could easily had lived a happy life. I don't know what's happened to her now, because she only had one video up. She had one video up. They took all of her other videos down. That's what happened with Thomas Baker. I haven't heard from him or from her, and all their videos were taken down except like one or two. And that's why, if you are a TI, you need to get a legacy on your account. And I'm not saying you're going to die. I'm not saying I'm going to die, but I'm saying just in case something happens, they can't just, because they can, like when I put a video up, they can go in and edit what picture gets put up. Like I did a video in my condo, and there was one of the options was like the wine bottles, like that were kind of over to the side of my condo, and that's what popped up, because they go in there and they have access to my YouTube videos. I don't think they can erase them, because then that's like, okay, somebody's messing around with it, and then we could trace whoever's doing that, whoever's getting in there. So it's like they don't steal money from me. They don't take off YouTube videos. They don't do any of that kind of big stuff, because that can lead back. I think that leaves a trail that you could catch them, that you could lead back to them. But anyway, so I'm coming up 30 minutes. I just wanted to make a little video telling what had happened. I'm definitely gonna make an appointment with my neurologist. I'm feeling a little bit better. It'll probably take me today to kind of get back on my feet. It was really bad though, guys. It was really bad, and it just wasn't like experimentation where they were messing around. It was angry assassination. So So if any, if any first responders, FBI, CIA who know about this program and want to stop the abuses of it, please, as TIs, we are getting, strokes and aneurysms, and I had convulsions, my face drooped. I'm not sure if that meant a stroke. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to go to my neurologist and just get him to do a full workup. But the scary thing is that nobody came. I mean, people were watching me die, or not watching me die, but watching me not know what was going on with my body, and no one came. And I had an argument with my mom where she didn't even want to talk about this stuff. Like, anytime I say something like, "Oh, well, they're in my phone surveilling me," she's like, "Well, just go get a new phone." So she gets mad at me, and she'll, just do this extreme thing, which I think it's because she just doesn't know how to deal with this. So she gets angry, and it comes out wrong. She's not a bad person or anything like that. She doesn't understand this. She doesn't know how to deal with it. So it's like, I'm like, "Well, Mom, they're surveilling me through my phone. That could be the data usage right there." And she's like, "Well, just go get your own phone. Get your own phone, if that's it." And so it's horrible, because then afterwards, I experienced that, like, not knowing what was going on. Like, I had word salad in my mind that wasn't remote neural monitoring. So it felt really bad, and just knowing that my parents don't want to talk about this stuff, and nobody would have known except these people surveilling me and doing this. My parents. Well, alright, I'm sorry. This is not a fun video. I mean, I'm not sorry. I just want to tell you how I felt, that, like, no one would have came. And, but, I mean, that's the dark side of this. We're getting awareness, and, if something really bad happened, I have TIs that I could have called. That's true. I didn't think about that. I was laying in the bed. The phone wasn't near me. But, I could have, if something really bad happened, I could have called James or Mike or anybody, and they could have called somebody here, given them the address. If anything bad happens, to have TI friends, okay, is a good idea, because that's, I could have gotten to the phone and called anybody, because I know a lot of people. I have them on Messenger and Facebook, tell them my address and the city, people that I trust, and then they could have called an ambulance. So never mind. Since I have TI friends, I could have worked that out. Alright, guys, I don't know if I'm gonna put this one out. This is too depressing. I don't want to depress anybody right now, because we are making leaps and bounds, but it's bad. It's assassination type stuff. And they just on the V2K said, "Honey, he's evil," like, to this nice lady, because she always wants to do something when I'm hurt. But it's like, they don't know what's going on with me. They don't know exactly what's going on with me, so it's like, it's a very confused situation where it's just real bad, and something bad could happen. That does make me a little bit, feel a little bit better. I could call Mike or something. Mike in New York, or, James in the city. Like, I can give my address real quick, and then get him to call an ambulance over to me. So somebody could have came, somebody would have came, because I have a whole network of people. Alright, guys, I'm feeling a little bit better about that. I thought it through. I felt alone, but I gotta remember, I got a ton of TI friends. And that is something we all need. We all need to connect with that. Good things are happening. I'll get through this, guys. I don't know. I'm going to rewatch this video, and I might not put it out. I don't want to depress you guys, but it's just pretty rough for me, and it seems like that evidence that I'm getting is pretty important. I'll see you guys on the next one. Definitely, God is behind us.